Welcome to this video. Today we are going to do something that you should like. We are going to start to assemble the cylinder heads onto the car. Oh, this isn't a car. This is a block. Engine block. That's not a car. So this is the Ford 408. Now you should really like this. And a box ARP head studs. Oh, this is the baby you're going to want there, Danny. This is the cylinder heads. Here you go. Now, not always. I mean, as you do your research, you'll probably find that you don't really need to use a thread sealer on the head bolts on a 351 Windsor, but I'm going to be using some. These are the cylinder heads, or the head gaskets. Like I had said in my previous video, 7313. But here's an interesting. Hopefully you can see this number here. This is a Felpro 8548 PT2. They are made by Felpro for Edelbrock. And this could be yours. That's right. This could be all yours. What do you think of this one? I'm going to begin by loosening up this locking bolt and then level out the engine block. It's a short block at this point. I just want to level it up so that it doesn't fall down and go boom. There, now we have it in a position that we should be able to work. Now I'm pretty easy to get along with. I'm just going to use this rubbing alcohol and wipe down this surface. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this cylinder head. Now, is it this one or is it this one? It doesn't matter. They're interchangeable, which means that this one can go on either side, but that means that this one can go on either side. This one can go on either side, that one can go on either side, but that one can go on either side, and this one can go on either side. I'm just going to rub it down a little bit. Oh yeah, Danny, this is yours. The head gasket, now, I don't know if you can actually see the word right there. That says front. Okay. This is the front. Therefore, let's be careful here. It must go like that. This also says front here. It does not say frontier. It says front here. Not frontier. It says front here. So far so good. It's looking dandy. Pretty simple at that point. You just set either cylinder head on top here. And like I said, it can go on either side. This is the one I cleaned. I put it on this side, but it could go on that side. That is, unless you drop it on the floor, and then you're going to have to take it to the machine shop. So on the Fords, you know, you have a long one and a short one. And I'm just checking each one of these as I go along, so this is nice, and I'm just making sure so I have a nice frictionless assembly. And in the hex here, I'm just using this driver so that I can spin these. Pretty simple. Just put a little bit of the Teflon sealer on here. Like I said though, if you do your research on a Windsor, you don't always need it. But I just like it like this. And this one is going to go in here. You can see this one. And this one. This has a little higher temperature rating. That's why I use the AFR over the Permatex. It's 100 degree hotter. So you can see right in there. Right there. And then just screw this down. I'm just seating the stud, that's all. If you don't like the way I do it, you don't have to really watch the video. You can check it out yourself somewhere else. See, these are not locked down. I'm just putting this in like this. See, that's in. This still spins. Same with this one. And this is about the extent of how far I'm going to go today. I'm not going to torque these down. I'm just putting both heads in position. This is the way I like to do it. Now I thought this would be a good time maybe to talk about spark plugs for a minute. Here I've got some MSD Iridium plugs. The IR4Y and an IR5Y, which I picked these up for two different vehicles, and I can't remember which it was. I thought this was for the other vehicle, and I thought this was for this vehicle. So they're pretty similar, so I put one in here and one in here. There's the IR4Y, therefore that's the IR5Y, and they both fit. They're different though. I'm not going to go to the extent of indexing the plugs. This one looks really good though. See, the strap is pointed backwards and the electrode is towards the charge, and this one doesn't look that good. This is pointing in the wrong direction. But I'm not going to go indexing plugs. When I say index, I would say that I would prefer to see it like this, ultimately. But if you're really building something awesome and you have access to a whole bunch of spark plugs, you could do it somehow. But that's not what I'm going to be doing. I'm just going to be using the one. I just wanted to see what it looked like before we bolt these down together. Now I'm pretty sure the plug on the left is the right one. I mean, the one on the left is the correct one. The one on the right is the right one. That's the wrong one. The one on the left is the right one, which is me. It's the correct one, not the one on the right. It's the one on the left that's the right one. But I don't understand, because that's the IR5 Live, and that's why it looks like I have a dozen of them. And then there's the IR 4Y, which I only have 8 of, which I thought I bought extra of these. Well, it looks like I bought extra of those, which that's kind of good. Oh my goodness, my customer's car, it's finished. Who finished the car? Whose car is it? Katy Perry's? It's like, wow, maybe it's Janie's.